All right, nerds. Welcome to Nerd Talk. I am joined today, some of you guys probably already know because you're probably joining us from their channel, but I am joined today by NerdNews Happy Hour. How are you doing, guys?
Great.
Really
How are
good.
you?
Okay.
Doing great. Thank you guys for being on, by the way. It was really fun being on your show. I want to go to each one of you and just tell me what Nerd News Happy Hour means to you. Why did it become a thing? And I'll start. Let's just start from bottom to top. So, Shauna.
Oh, geez. What Nerd News means to me is just having fun, nerding out, and connecting with friends who have now become a family to me, and just having a good time, spreading some love, and spreading some knowledge about some really awesome stuff.
Love it.
And occasionally drinking quite a bit.
Hey.
Occasionally. More like habit. So I guess I'm next. I'll second what Shauna said. It just means a gathering of fellow like-minded folk that are like open-minded. I mean, I've never met a better crew, and it's just fucking fun. And then I get to drink, so I can't complain.
Love it. Dynamo.
Dynamo. Yeah. So, yeah. Listen, I don't even know where to begin, man. It's not only do I love what we're doing here, but the people that I'm doing it with, friends, the souls that I've met, like it feels like we've known each other for like the longest time ever, and yet it's been so small. But the passion that we all bring to the project, to our brand, it is like, this is what I've been looking for,
Did I freeze again?
Huh?
Did I freeze again?
You did.
And like, everyone's on the same page. Like, we don't care about like whether we're going to be the next like big thing, or if we're going to get promoted or whatever. Dude, we just want to talk. We just want to hang out. We just like, this is what we love to do,
right?
And we want the whole world to see it, whether you agree with us or not. Like, hey, it's cool because like we're having a good time, and as long as we're having a good time and feeling like a family, that's all that matters, man. That's it. So yeah, for me, this is family,
For sure.
What I want to keep doing. So yeah.
As for me, before I became part of Nerd News, you can't say that yet.
Hey,
not episode 52. You're just a guest host.
Yes.
But we love you.
Yeah, I know. Before
sometimes
becoming a guest host,
right?
I subscribed to Nerd News Happy Hour from the very beginning.
You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
Well, just commenting.
You were at my house when I was there.
Yes, exactly. And I love this crew. And but nerding out, just talking about, movies, pop culture, amongst other things. So
yeah.
And I get to geek out with everybody else right here. So and we all get along together.
So I gotta say, this is like me and Astoria crew and Long. I've known him out of everybody in Nerd News. I've known him the longest, and he was when I joined Nerd News Happy Hour last year. It was Thanksgiving weekend. He came over, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go do a podcast, but you can't come. And there was a reason why, because I was like, I didn't want to scare everybody else off, so I'm like, you can't come, you gotta stay home. But that motherfucker was a supporter from the very beginning. I gotta thank him for that. And now as a guest host, and hopefully more, we'll see what happens. But it was one
Yeah.
of those things of I was thankful to have him
Yeah.
there by my side, and like Shauna, G, J, Strong Hand, like we're like a strong, we're like this, and everybody takes the head at something else. We're like Voltron. We're Voltron, and G forms the head.
There you go.
Oh,
He's the central body.
And then you attract like kind of people. Then you have people like me going up in your comments and just like
there's
mayhem, right?
there's a song by Brand New, in which like the lyrics are like, I used to be the glue that used to hold my friends and family together, and like I've always wanted to feel that glue, and like this is the glue now, man. Like I feel it, and it's like it's just good. It's just good to get away from reality into a world where like we don't care about what's going on out there. We care about what's in here, and we're getting out, and it just feels great.
When I started with Nerd News, I didn't know any of them. I had no idea who any of these people were. A friend of mine tagged me in a post because they were looking for a female, and I was like, I enjoy beer. I enjoy nerd shit. I enjoy both drinking beer and talking about nerd shit. I'm intrigued. And now I feel like I've known these guys forever, like more than 8 years. So it's really, really weird. I'm like,
right.
Well, if you ever need an honorary female, I've been told I look pretty good in heels. So I'm just going to put that out there.
No. We've got Kiki.
No, we got Kiki. That's right.
We got. Oh.
Oh no, we are not getting Kiki.
Oh no, we're getting Kiki.
We're getting Kiki tonight. Oh boy.
No.
But we're not gonna get the full
This
Kiki.
is,
Full Kiki wears a kilt.
This is that's his alter ego.
I had to dress up, and now Kiki's gonna try and overstage.
And we didn't just want like a girl to have a girl. Like we know what women.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it.
I can't.
How are you sexy?
We know what the women
Call me
bring
later.
to the table, And it was all about inclusion. It was all about like, let's give them like a platform to speak out and like let's hear their version,
Yeah.
So like we found Shauna and like off the rip, like we were just like connected, all of us. It was just dynamic, dude.
It's because I said I like girl.
Right. Because too much in the fandom, you have, the girls are just like, well, sit in the back and shut up. You don't know anything about this, and to have somebody to come forward. And I've been following your guys' show for a couple of probably maybe 2 months now. And I always love it when I see Shauna on the screen because I'm like, yes, there's somebody speaking for that, and I love it because your shit, you know what you're talking about, and I love it.
Yo, but you know what she does also that's so dope? Cosplay, dude.
Yo, seriously.
Yo, it's a realm that hasn't been touched much, but we see it everywhere, right?
Like, Shauna, you may need to get with my people. I'm looking for a cosplayer.
There you go. That's what's up.
So I'm not keeping you guys all night. Let's get rolling here. We're going to talk about DC Road Marvel, about where we're going from here. First thing I want to talk about is the news that's coming out. And if you guys think of anything that I haven't thought of, shoot it and let me know. But what's on top of my mind right now is Moon Knight. And I want to talk about Moon Knight right now.
Okay.
So it's been announced that Oscar Isaac is our Moon Knight. How do y'all feel about this?
Can I go? Mm-hmm. All right. Listen. So there's this like almost infatuation I have with Oscar Isaac. He's Guatemalan. That's my homeland.
Oh,
he's the only Guatemalan actor that has come out that has made it to like AAA like casting lists. He is a good freaking actor, but also in a nerd fandom, bro.
Right.
He could have been like something, General Hospital or some shit, some drama, whatever. But he's in this world, yo.
Yeah.
I believe, like, if you've seen any of his movies, and I know you have, except for Apocalypse. You know, he's played such a solid role. He's if I could kiss him, I'd be like, yo, kid, I would. He's one of those actors, you know. You just, I love that dude. He's like he's not so much, but he kind of reminds me of Keanu Reeves a little bit, you know. Okay. He's got that vibe going.
You know, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, G.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. It's kind of like a redemption from Apocalypse for him. Like that never happened. That's a whole different universe. That's universe 000. We're in, you know, it's one of those things of it's a reset for him as an actor. We're probably not going to see him as Poe Dameron anymore in Star Wars, and if we do,
I don't imagine so. No,
probably not.
I really don't, because they're going to go away from the Star Wars saga. So this is the right step for him to make. I would have loved to see him in something DC, but as Moonlight, you got me. You got me.
It was out of left field for me. I never thought like Oscar Isaac. That never popped in my mind. That was never like a thing for me. And so I'm loving it. I love it.
Yeah.
I think the casting's perfect. I mean, like Ernie said, I think this will be redemption from the X-Men movie that we should not mention. But it'll be quite interesting to see. And will it be a full-length movie? Will it be a streaming series? Who knows?
Streaming series is what I want.
I'm
done with movies.
Yes, you know, I think that's something that needs to really be hit hard. Is the people want a series. We want to see full character development. We want to see full completion of arcs. We're tired of this trying to fit a whole book full of content into 2 hours.
Impossible.
It doesn't work. It doesn't feel right. It's not completed. Too much shit is left out.
No, exactly.
You get what happened with, you know, where they try to throw content at you afterwards to try to explain it. And it's like, no, you lost us. You missed your chance. You know, like, I will forever say it's what Marvel did right that DC missed. Marvel explained to their characters before they really put them all together, whereas DC just gave you one movie, gave you everybody, and you're like, what is this?
Yeah, it's almost like we're trying to play catch up. It's like a massive catch up. It's like a massive where are we going from here? What's happening? Let's throw everything in the soup and call it, you know, gourmet. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And I think, you know, having a streaming series allows you to be able to introduce people in a fluid manner that makes sense, that builds onto the story and lets it develop organically, not forced. And I really hope that that's what they do with this, because I think that that's a perfect opportunity to capture people and then to also give you an option to build onto it for spin-offs.
I agree.
You know, give yourself an opportunity to make more money by having spin-offs. Get your characters in there nicely.
And you don't have to rush, and that's the important thing, is that there's no reason to rush to have an end game in it. And that's so, like Shauna said, that's where she liked Marvel, but that's I'm going to say this and this is painful to say, but that's where the CW and Warner Brothers flourished.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with all this being said, we bring up all these HBO Max shows and all this HBO Max content.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see going forward that, because this is kind of why I see that you're going to have the HBO Max verse, and that's different than the movie verse? Or do you think it's going to mingle and intertwine?
Intertwined.
I think so.
In order for Warner Brothers, in my opinion, to succeed, they've done it when you had Ezra Miller Flash meet CW Flash on that crossover for Infinite Crisis on Earth. Although HBO Max had not come out yet, you're basically doing what Marvel has done, but in a different way, acknowledging that everything that we've seen on TV screen exists in infinite universes, but in one overall cinematic and TV universe, which they got to it before Marvel did, because they never acknowledged Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as reality in the movies. So they kind of beat Marvel to the game, but Marvel did it better. But it was important that they did that, because now they literally could do any show within the DC universe and right away where it fits in to the universe.
I agree. I think there's going to be some intertwining there, but I think it's going to be like, in DC's famous for this, is even the comics, you have, Earth 1 to Earth 99, So,
don't get me started.
But you get what I'm saying there, Black. Like I see that that's how they're going to explain it, and that's how they're going to do going forward, where HBO verse is an Earth, movies is an Earth, and that doesn't mean that these Earths can't intertwine because of the Flash.
I'm getting a little echo.
Yeah,
I can hear it too.
But that's
and a whistling sound. Ooh boy.
Right. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, much better.
But I think that's how you're going to have, and that's how it's going to be explained. So you're going to have crossovers here and there, but they're going to be treated like different Earths. So I think the prime Earth is going to be the movies, and then you kind of have your side things, which is like, Earth 2 being HBO, the HBO verse, and you still have the CW shows, and you have all this, and each of them are Earth.
So then my question would be, Infinite Crisis that happened on CW Earth, that's the thing. You had Infinite Crisis happen there. You're going to have to so in order to really make it official, you're going to need to have, and this was my problem, and G had the same problem, because we did an episode on this, you're going to need to have a movie or an HBO Max series with Infinite Crisis on Earths or Crisis on Infinite Earths, but it needs fucking Psycho Pirate. And that's where the biggest issue is that Psycho Pirate was not a part of it all, and he's the one that started the whole freaking mess. And people that haven't read the books don't understand.
No.
For me, that was a big issue. That was the biggest issue I had, that Psycho Pirate did not have any part of it all. But if you're going to do it, they need to do it in the movies.
For sure.
In order to make it official. But it has to happen after the Flash movie, the Wonder Woman movie, and the next, we got like 3 freaking movies or 4 movies that they need to get through in order to make that happen. And they're stuck on what? God knows what.
Right. Well, I think movie-wise, just because he's easier digestible, I think they're going to go with the Vandal Savage route.
Oh,
that would be very interesting.
Stuck on stupid.
Fuck.
Fucking Barry Allen. That's all I gotta say.
Fucking right.
That's harsh, Nikki. That's harsh.
Oh,
Nikki.
got me there. Holy shit.
Hmm.
So that, but they would
I
have
mean,
to
everyone waits for the next thing and their stuff. I'm stupid. Yeah.
they would have to introduce him in a movie soon, and that's where they haven't done it.
Well, you can do it in Flashpoint. You can do it in the Flash movie. I
They
mean,
would.
what's Vandal Savage's whole thing?
Fucking domination.
Right.
That's it.
Right. So to me, it wouldn't be shooting. It wouldn't not make sense. Vandal Savage would make sense in the Flashpoint movie.
He would, because Barry's traveling to a different time. Vandal Savage there. He travels back to what he thought was his regular time, and Vandal Savage is there.
Right.
And from what they're making it seem, he's going to be traveling to different times.
Right.
So each time, Vandal Savage needs to be there. The problem is, you and I get it. G gets it. Shauna gets it. Long gets it. Most of our fans get it.
But does the studio get it?
That's number one.
That's
how do you portray a Vandal Savage to regular culture?
Exactly. That's one of the things that I will say, as much as it pains me to say it. That's what the CW did for everything, and that's what made their show so popular.
Right.
Is I don't want to say they dumbed it down.
Yeah.
They made it more accessible to people who have never read the comics, have never seen anything having to do with it. It made it palatable for them. You know?
I think CW handled Vandal Savage excellent. I love Vandal Savage on the CW.
They did. I'll agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they either go Vandal Savage or, well, it's known at this point, you're going to have Reverse Flash for sure.
Yeah. That's going to happen.
But
absolutely.
Going forward, is he a main villain or is he a here and there villain?
He's a here and there officially.
Here and there.
And by the third Flash movie, he's a main villain.
Right.
Because and he no, I'm sorry. No, he's the constant villain. He's a here and there. Because all right, first movie he's going back. It's a Flashpoint movie. Yes, he's there in throughout it all, and we see a bad Superman and what blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But he travels back. The next Flash movie, he doesn't even. You got Mirror Master, you got Captain Cold, you have Dr. Zoom. You got so many Flash, the rogues that you can go.
That's what you're about to say. Like the Flash rogue gallery is so dope, man. It is
really dope. Yep.
It's right there with Batman's, and it's one of those things of there's so many that you can pick from that Reverse Flash is the ultimately last one you go to. You don't waste your gas on Reverse Flash because he's the last one. He's there in every movie. But no.
But that's what they're going to do though, because that's what they do. It's something that I've said from the get-go where, again, talking about DC and Marvel, it's DC, they were handed a shit ton of content on a silver platter.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of doing things right, of spreading it out, they shot their shot. They were a little premature. They took the big guns and they're like, no. If you just do this the right way, you have the potential to extract so many villains.
Right.
So many
Right.
underdog heroes that this shit could literally go on for infinity.
It could.
This shit could go on forever.
Right.
You could milk this cow till it's dead and still get content from it.
And I think, and by the way, you're getting a lot of agreement in the chat is what you're saying here. We were just talking about this the other night, Nikki, that's for sure. Yeah, we were. Let's get on that about a blog, by the way. I want that on the site because there's some good stuff here. But I think one thing that would really is going to matter is the casting of Reverse Flash. That casting has to be point on, and the dynamic between Barry and Reverse Flash needs to be on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to pick people who, again, you could see these people, being that character for at least another 5, 6, 7 movies.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Do you go traditional where Reverse Flash is much older than Barry, or do you go somebody who's the same age as Barry and then you bend that a little bit?
Look, as long as they don't make him like CW Barry Allen, I don't care.
Oh yeah, CW Barry Allen.
Fucking Barry Allen.
Fucking Barry.
Yeah.
So
Fucking Barry Allen. That's all I got to say.
given the Ezra Miller bullshit that's happened, I wouldn't be surprised if we have the Flash movie with Ezra Miller.
Then they go
Travels back, Flashpoint comes back, and he looks completely different.
I can see that. Or they go back and it's Wally.
Ooh.
Well, and you see, that's the shit though, but because not many people know that Wally is faster than Barry, and Barry is faster than Silver Golden Age Flash. But Wally is faster than Barry, although Barry lived in the Speed Force for God knows how long.
Right.
And Barry was to the point of where he was just energy.
Yeah.
So even though he wasn't faster than Wally, that mofo would like, and that's my energy, and I'm the Speed Force.
Right.
And that's where the difference was between Barry and Wally. And let's not even mention Bart.
Yeah, or Jay Gardner, or
thank you. That's who I was thinking of. Jay Barrick. Right. What?
Gardner, I think.
Jay Gard? No, it's
Jay Garrick.
Jay
Jay
Garrick.
Garrick.
Yeah.
Garrick, yeah.
And he was Golden Age Flash. But it's one of those things of and you're not even talking about Jesse Quick either. But it's one of those things of they have this, and this is where like Shauna said, they have this source material that they don't know how to tap into. They go into boom, we want to please the fans, but you bring it back and you really dangle the carrot. They could probably make a movie with a Jay Garrick.
They could very easily.
Yeah.
And dangle the carrot, and people are gonna want more. So give us
but please don't make it a prequel, because I really dislike when Hollywood does prequels, man. It's
it's like a cheap shot.
Yeah,
it is. Yes, it is.
I think if they have, because again, the beauty of the multiverse is you have so many of them. If you have the right writing team and the right crew, they could sew this all together properly so that it makes sense for hardcore fans, that it's palatable to the casual non-nerd person, where it's just a good action comic movie. They could sew this all together and bring it all together correctly with the show, TV shows, with the movies. But they just gotta find the right people.
Exactly.
I'm saying pick these people right
By the
here.
way, the tagline for Flashpoint, it should be the Flashpoint, and then underneath it should say "Fuck you, Barry."
Fuck you, Barry.
But you know what I'm excited about? What I'm excited about Flashpoint is the number of Batmans we're gonna have. We're gonna have
Keaton. I
Keaton
swear
is
to God, if
back.
I've even heard we're gonna have Batnips. Batnips is coming back too.
oh Jesus,
Oh,
that's
God.
wild.
Oh boy.
I've heard where Christian Bale is questionable on that movie,
Mhm.
But Keaton, and then you got Affleck, which, in my opinion, two of the best actors that have done Batman,
For sure.
minus Christian Bale, minus
Wait,
Adam
wait a
West.
minute.
Wait, you
Minus
didn't like
Adam
Val
West.
Kilmer?
Kilmer was
so.
okay.
I think so.
He just.
Kilmer's the
Oh, go
Iceman.
ahead.
Kilmer's the
No.
Iceman.
Kilmer just
Kilmer
became
wasn't that great as Batman. I'm sorry. He was terrible.
Well, he had a
I prefer
reason.
Christian Bale. I like Christian Bale as Batman slash
He
Bruce
wasn't.
Wayne.
I liked him better. He was a good Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Thank you.
He was a questionable Batman. I think that,
Yeah,
like,
but
honestly, I agree with E. I think Keaton and Affleck, they were the ones that really nailed both sides of him, because that's the thing.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Batman, you don't just have one character. You have
two.
Bruce Wayne and you have
Right.
Batman, and
Right.
you know,
You never get a good both.
exactly.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's like
rare.
you have to have that both. Like George Clooney,
Perfect
he was
Bruce Wayne.
he was a decent Bruce Wayne. You could see him
Yeah.
as Bruce Wayne, but not as Batman.
No.
He was a terrible Batman.
He was a
Terrible.
shit Batman. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I hate to even say it, but you know, like
So
the Bat credit card. Seriously,
That
I
was
agree, so I'm
Yeah, I
bad.
know.
what was that?
like
So, Shauna,
I know that
so
was
Shauna.
the writing, but no.
So Shauna, I got a question.
Sure.
So what's your take on this new Batman with what's his name?
Pattinson?
Robert. Yeah.
All right. So
What do you think?
looking at the leaked footages and everything, I want to say I'm on the fence because when they said Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, I was very much like, no. I'm like, fuck no. This is because all I could see is him in the fucking J-Lo video. And I'm like,
Cheesy.
oh, I just can't. Yeah,
Giggly,
exactly.
giggly,
I'm
giggly.
like, I just couldn't conceptualize it. And then he comes out and I'm like, damn, okay, all right. But when they put out that teaser with that fucking music and that darkness, like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you a chance. It's the same way when I said that I could not see Colin Farrell as the Penguin, and then they leaked that thing, and I'm like, damn, okay, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody totally missed Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Right. I was like, no. And then they did it, and I'm like, I'm going to have to go ahead and admit I was wrong on that one, because he's there. And, you know, I didn't like a lot of stuff that Robin Pattinson did, but you have to admit that he's done a lot of different stuff since What Shall Not Be Named.
You think he grew from Sparkly?
Yes, I think he's done a lot that he's had to prove himself to come off of that Sparkly. But I mean, look at the movie with what was it?
William Dafoe?
No. No, the movie about the painter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That movie, I was like.
But one thing I'll say about Robert Pattinson is he has a tendency, for me, he's one of those method actors that tend to overact. Like everything I see in him, and that's my fear with him as Batman or as Bruce Wayne, is he tends to like just ham it up.
Yeah.
And I'm worried about that. I'm really.
Yes, I am worried about, but in a way though, if he can tone down the overacting with Bruce Wayne, but kick up the overacting with Batman, because let's face it,
That's the
Batman
baddest Batman
is-
we know.
Right. Like Batman is
Mhm.
over the top. He is this
Mhm.
presence. And
Right.
you have to have that presence. And so having that, penchant for overreacting or overacting,
Mhm.
it could really help him. Now, is he going to be one of those actors where it's like, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, where they were good at one and not the other? I think that's probably going to be the case. But given how dark everything is, and everyone's sitting there saying emo, he is a little emo, but that kind of
A little emo, just a little.
No, I
Very.
mean that's where my issue is the fact that I think he's gonna overreact, but
What if he's not
it
going to
might
be
work.
emo
It might
enough?
actually, it may actually work, and that's where the overacting may play in his benefit, and he's just got to be careful. But Batman is probably like, think of Batman Brave and the Bold, and think of all those year one Batmans.
Yes.
I am gonna say Robert
Oh my!
Pattinson fit the mold for
Stop.
year one, year two, that Playboy bunny Batman. He's perfect.
He could pull it off. He
Totally
could.
perfect.
He could.
Oh
But
my
everything
God, I
comes from-
can't.
But
Nikki.
I'm dying
Seriously,
over
Nikki?
here.
Seriously, Nikki.
Wait, who came? What?
He fell and hit every branch on the emo tree.
Oh, wow.
That's so messed up. So funny though.
Yes, Batman has emo, but he's more angry. So that's what I'm hoping, is that he can tap into that anger
Yeah.
to counter.
What I
So
was gonna say is, like, I think we already know he's going to be emo and not the Playboy Batman, because you look at all the set photos, he's very emo.
yes,
yes, he
and
is.
the
Yeah.
whole
Flock of
thing
seagulls.
just has this. It just has
Okay,
this
okay, okay.
really darkness to us, and I'm excited to see where things go.
Okay. What if this is Matt Reeves' way? This is what Matt Reeves wants us to see, but that's not how it's gonna be. What if this is just like, a curtain, like just
Yeah.
like giving us like you're gonna see some emo ass Batman, but not really. And when the movie comes out, we're all gonna be like, yo, that shit was so fucking crazy.
That's what I'm hoping. That is what I'm really hoping for, is
What if?
that they really take this.
That's a funny one. Oh god.
Tyler Lautner as the Joker.
Yeah, do it. Do
Oh
it.
my god. Yo,
Do it.
but
Put the whole cast back together. Just,
do you remember when he was hanging?
Tyler Lautner as the Batman, as the Joker. Holy shit.
Remember when he was hanging and shit? He was going. Oh my god.
yeah, and what was that movie? The Netflix movie?
Oh,
Oh, the Seven Brothers thing.
Oh yeah, with Taylor Lautner. Oh yeah,
And he was like the
yeah.
hick with the suspenders. He's like,
yeah.
That one.
That would be wild.
Because my problem with the set photo so far, what it looks like to me is, Bruce Wayne is supposed to be the mask. That's supposed to be the facade.
Yeah.
Right.
And right now, what from the set photos I see is like, what guy is not going to believe? Oh, that guy's not up to something. He looks like a shady motherfucker.
yes.
He
He's looking around like he's got those like beady little eyes. Like
he looks like a dude. He's like, oh, that emo kid is doing something.
oh my god, and he's got the black trench coat too. All he needs is the fucking fedora.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's it. Where else do people look?
So back
Unless you're trying to go for a real obvious, but who doesn't believe this Bruce Wayne?
Oh, that's it. The ridiculous six. That's it. Thank you.
So back in the day when I was in college, it wasn't official, but there was this, we called it superhero syndrome,
Right.
where you had all these people that wanted to be superheroes. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all the mans and women. And their biggest thing was that they had to live normal lives.
Right.
But the only problem was they could, except for one, Superman.
Right.
He had to live a lie for his whole life
Yes.
that he was Clark Kent.
Right.
But the problem was he couldn't let his, and all their syndrome is that they can't let someone suffer or die.
Right.
Sure.
And it's one of those things of it's wired into their life, into their brains. And if Matt Reeves could tap into that, of that superhero syndrome, he's got a spectacular film right there.
He does. He does for sure.
Yeah. I want to know why they went to Matt Reeves for this. They could have gone to somebody else completely.
No, everybody else is tied with the CW or HBO Max.
Planet of the Apes, and not only that, but like you look at the Warner Brothers lot, they like to keep it in the family. They're very loyal to their directors, and
True.
And who else? Who else do they have in their lot who could tackle this?
Snyder.
You know?
Snyder.
That's a
Too
lovely.
busy with his cut.
Snyder.
He is too busy with the goddamn cut.
You got Thomas Snyder. You got his wife Snyder.
But you don't have his daughter
There's
Snyder.
a bunch of Snyders out there that can do this. No, they wanted something not associated to Zack Snyder.
Yes.
And that's where they went with that. And the fact that Ben Affleck didn't sign on was a good thing, because there's no way to go retro with Ben Affleck after, like, you would have needed like a young Ben Affleck to pull this off, and there's no way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And
Not for the whole. I mean, you could, but not for the whole movie.
Right.
I mean,
It's gotten really good. I mean, I've seen it. We've seen it a couple times, but it's only a short spurt that you can really pull it off with. After that, you're really pushing it.
Right. And speaking on the Warner Bros. Lot, now you got J.J. Abrams on the lot, which you hear.
oh my God, I'm cringing over what he could bring.
Oh yeah.
And it sounds like they're eyeballing him to really take over the movie franchise. To really be the guiding light. Which I was talking about this with my roommate the other day. I was like, I saw what he did with Star Trek. I saw what he did with Star Wars, and I'm not that interested. I am not that interested.
So,
but, did you see what he did with Lovecraft Country?
I have not seen that show yet.
Did you see what he did with Fringe?
I did see Fringe. Yeah. But that's not a universe, though.
Cloverfield.
But yeah, Cloverfield. Okay.
He produced those, yeah. I produced that, I should say.
So
I think, and kind of jumping franchises, I think people are seeing what Jon Favreau did, and they're thinking, you know what, let's take a chance. Let's take a chance on these people, because they're hoping if they take a chance on the right person, they can recreate that magic that he did with freaking.
Yes.
I don't particularly care for Elf, but
right.
He rebooted.
Can I replicate it?
Right. That's what they're hoping is, can I find that hidden gem that's going to breathe new life into this franchise that's going to potentially give us the cash cow.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't think that they need to exactly copy Marvel, but they definitely do need a Kevin Feige. They need
someone like him.
Right. They need a buck stops here. This is our vision. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing.
Yes.
Mark Guggenheim.
I think that is so needed with DC, because DC is fucking ice. It's like, a crack.
Mark Guggenheim.
So she's frothing at the mouth. So here while G thinks on Mark Guggenheim, here's what you got J.J. Abrams. He did Cloverfield, he did Star Wars, he did Star Trek. The problem is that his Star Trek 1 and 2, and then Star Wars 1 and 3, You get what I'm saying there?
I do.
Doesn't
Yep.
stick
They
with
bouncing all over the place.
He doesn't know how to finish a franchise. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're
Exactly. And had he
Yep.
done episode 7, 8, 9, sorry, I had to count. 7, 8. If he's done 7, had he done 8, we wouldn't have the issue of 9. And that's the problem.
That's
He needed to be, but also at the same time, had he done all 3 Star Treks, we wouldn't have the issue of bringing a Star Trek franchise back to the theaters. Whereas, but the problem is, Star Trek is better off as a TV series.
yeah.
I'm sorry. And they're great as movies, and I love Star Trek movies. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say don't give me a Star Trek movie. J.J. Abrams found a way to reboot Star Trek in a way that made sense, and a way that you could keep old and new Star Trek going continuously.
Exactly.
And that's so appreciated. But you really, can he clean the slate with DC? I don't know. That's the
No
problem.
idea. That's a big question mark.
I just don't know. Can he do you give him control and say work with what you got, don't reset anything?
Right.
Or work with the resets we're giving you, Flashpoint, and go from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to do. Don't say reboot everything. We're giving you Flashpoint, work from there. And then you have your new Aquaman film, and there you have 84 Wonder Woman, and there you have Black Adam, Shazam 2.
Yo, I'm sorry. Can we talk about Aquaman really quick? Can we talk about Amber really quick?
Can we talk about
Can we talk about why Johnny Depp was forced out? Can we just
he wasn't forced out of Aquaman. He was forced out of fucking
not Aquaman.
No, the Fantastic
Beast.
I think
right.
Mira is going to have a very downsized role in Aquaman 2, if anything.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to introduce Dolphin by the end of it.
I wanted to know why she wasn't fired yet. That's what I wanted to know.
You know, so Hubs was talking about this because I guess it's all over Red and everything. And I'm like, we talked about this like 5 months
Yeah, we did.
We talked
now that you said it, yeah, we did.
Back in like April, March, we talked about the fact that it was rumored that, but also like saying, you know, it's like a strong, heavy rumor that she was being cut out and not being worked with for Aquaman 2 because of what she did as far as, you know, like the lawsuits and everything, and the fact that she could potentially be facing jail time for her, you know, false allegations.
Right.
So now it's come back that people are petitioning. So whatever happened 5 months ago, where they were talking about that they weren't going to use her, I guess maybe they backslid a little bit. So that's why the whole forcing him out.
Crazy, dude.
What do you guys think of the idea of Dolphin replacing Mira with Dolphin?
I think it would be a great idea, especially if it's a way to make sure that Amber's Mira gets cut out, and you know, with his liable suit, with the liable suit lawsuit.
Hold on. Flashpoint.
But
Mira's gone.
Oh,
I forgot. Mira's gone.
Wonder Woman kills her.
Oh,
that's right. That's true. That's so true. So that's this bringing Dolphin.
We gotta talk about that loud, because let's face it, when we talk about certain shit, it happens. So let's talk about you. Listen.
Let's keep it going.
Listen, use that to get rid of Amber Mira. Use the Flashpoint as a jump off.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't give him my fucking ideas.
Look, I know you don't want to give him your fucking ideas, but this one I will take the bullet on because of that. Okay, so I'm a big advocate of the Me Too movement, but I'm also an advocate of people who do false, who bring false allegations about anybody,
That's disgusting.
fucking ruin it.
Yeah, it is.
for
Yeah.
Who actually are going through that
Right.
shit. So
Yeah.
Amber,
It's a slap to their face,
yes,
man.
Amber
It
Heard
is.
can go suck it, and I hope she rots somewhere. And she steps on a fucking Lego and they mess up her life.
Oh,
Tell them why you mad, girl. Tell them why you mad.
Lego with super herpes.
yes.
Oh,
let's
yuck.
jump off of Flashpoint and use that for Aquaman 2 so that you don't have to worry about writing out Amber Heard. She dead.
I agree.
It's dead.
And I think you're right. I think it's like post Flashpoint, they need to have somebody in charge. If that's J.J. Abrams, cool. If they bring Zack Snyder back, cool. But there needs to be a be-all, end-all. And it sounds like it may be Jim Lee going forward.
Better be.
But I was looking at the Warner Bros. Website, getting prepared for this conversation, and their like structure is so freaking confusing. There's no clear. So you got Walter Amada, who's the head of DC Films, but who's the head of DC, like the brand. But then you got like Toby Emmerich, who's the head of movies.
Yep.
Walter Amada reports to Toby Emmerich, but not really, because Toby Emmerich has Kevin Keller, and then you got Jim Jones somewhere. Jim Lee somewhere.
Whoops. Jim Jones.
No, but
They're all drinking that.
Jim Jones.
They're all drinking.
you might as well.
But you know,
Kool-Aid.
but you got all that stuff going on, and there's no clear vision here. There's no, and then you got what's her face that took over recently, and Sarnoff, and it's just like, what's going on here? Who's reporting to who? What's going to happen with what?
Yo, I've been wanting an answer to a question that I've had for like forever now, and I think this is the perfect time to ask you guys.
Jon Stewart still sucks.
What if Jeff Johns is so good at bringing us Blackest Night storyline?
Don't get me started.
Why the fuck did he mess up with CW?
My mic is
want to
about
know.
to go
I just want to know if you're so
no,
good at this. Why that?
I'm turning my mic off because I'm about to go into a black rain.
Uh-oh.
Look, you guys know how I feel about the CW shows.
Right.
It's a bunch of fucking
But
soap operas.
Jeff Jones.
But Jeff Johns has so much
to do with it, and they got so much wrong.
He could have been
Honestly,
like, no, this is wrong.
You know,
Stop.
part of me feels like he was given the reins with why can I not think of the words? Conditions, provisions.
Right.
Like, okay,
Sure.
you're gonna be in charge, but you gotta get a lot of angst. You gotta have a lot of drama. You gotta have a lot of fucking Dawson's Creek shit going up in here. Like, I honestly, I feel like that was the thing. Is they're like, okay, here you go. Here's you're gonna be in control, and then get all happy and start getting in, and then they're like, oh, wait, we forgot to tell you. There's a couple things we're gonna need you to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Anderson.
Barry Allen. Fucking shit up.
So he had the perfect opportunity, and the mofo fucked up. That's all I gotta say. Like, you have Smallville, and that's the perfect jump off for any series, and you still fuck up. Like, okay, Green Arrow, I understand you want a new actor, new starting point, but you still fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they introduced the Flash was great. He's Barry Allen. He's forensic scientist. Blah blah blah. He goes back to his city. Then he, like, the way they introduced Barry Allen as the Flash was perfect, like totally perfect.
Mhm.
I agree.
I was like,
And
oh, go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, it's like, and the guy they got playing it,
I got no problem.
dude, he is Barry Allen. Like, he's got the look down, he's got the attitude. I'm not
Perfect.
mad at him. I was not mad at that.
No,
But then they
But
had
he's
to
good,
make them all fucking angsty and shit.
but here's the problem with DC: you have the perfect actor on the wrong media. So and I'm gonna go way back, and Superman Returns.
Right.
You have what's his name playing Clark Kent, the Blue Blur, Smallville.
Right.
Why do you pick Brandon Routh to play Superman when you have the perfect actor to play Clark Kent and Superman, who looks the role, and the fact that you have the series happening, and it's Superman Returns, and it's a playoff of Christopher Reeve, the whole shit melds together into a perfect story of, okay, well, he's Christopher Reeve for a few films, but then Superman Returns, he's back to regular Clark that we're used to. You have your fans by the balls at that point.
True.
You fuck it up and you bring a different actor, Ruth, and
Brandon Routh was.
Well, you know the reason.
Bruce Wayne and his son.
Right. But you know the reason they did that. The main reason they brought Brandon Routh is because they were trying to like do a carbon copy of Matt Reeves, and they're like,
right.
else looks like Matt Reeves, and that's the only reason for it.
Like, I don't understand, what is it with DC that they can't fucking hold on to an actor? I mean, Marvel had no problem. I mean, you look at, like, statistically, there's only been a handful of times that the main players have changed actors.
I'd have to say, Rhodey.
And that's when they want Romaine.
Brody. Yeah. One from.
But for the most part, they've been consistent, and that's what DC's problem, or the people in charge of DC's problems, has been, is they can't keep a hold of an actor.
They can't.
And so the fans don't have that loyalty. They don't have that connection. So it's easy to lose. They're like, whatever. But, you got fucking, in my mind, Iron Man is Tony Stark is
right.
I mean, that's just and they need that. They need that so badly. And if they can grab a hold of it, then they're going to be money.
My point here is, screw keeping an actor. Try to keep a story.
To keep the fans entertained for like 2 hours, but
right, acting is keeping actors is a problem, but keeping a more cohesive story is a bigger problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, see,
maybe that's the reason.
Warner Brothers has very much squirrel syndrome.
Yeah,
where there's like, well, these people didn't like it, so we need to abandon ship.
Yes,
and that's the problem.
They're quick to abandon and not say, okay, well, maybe we can build on this. Maybe we can learn from it and get, progress.
Right.
It's going to happen. Not everything's going to be a winner.
Right.
So they had the perfect opportunity. All right. Mine is Psycho Pirate. Because I'm going to say that. Because we covered this on the show last year.
Yeah, anyway, you have like a series of this shit.
So I covered the whole problem. Mine is Psycho Pirate.
Okay.
DC does not have the problem that Marvel has.
True that.
Ownership to all your, proprietary content.
Exactly. This shouldn't be a problem.
No, it shouldn't.
No.
But when you have I'm about to grab the mic. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
We going on the black rant.
Oh shit. We're going
Yes, here we go.
Oh shit.
when
We're about to come
you
on.
have a company like AT&T owning the shit that doesn't know how to run shit, and they're really known for being a cell phone company, but they're running a comic book company, that's your problem. But the problem has been well seeded well before. And what needs to happen is that Warner Media, aka DC Comics, needs a full split from AT&T, DirecTV, and whatever the fuck they want to call themselves.
They need to be
Black
their
Man-
own movie studio, just like Marvel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
and
have
that's
to.
the problem is that AT&T doesn't want to do that, but
No.
they need to
Of
separate.
course not.
You give them full reign. You create DC studios. You incorporate every DC entity that's been
Mhm.
made before then, and you move forward. And that's where there's a problem.
Right.
But
I mean, look how well received DC fandom was.
It was
when
a
it came out.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, people were like, they were there for that shit. So you break out saying it's like, okay, we're just gonna go DC Universe Studios.
Right.
Yep.
exactly.
Shit
But
would be fire.
AT&T is not about that, and that's the problem.
They want to keep a hold of to them, they're sitting there thinking that they've got all these things, all these
They-
properties in their hands, but they're hemorrhaging money by having so many because there's too many holes and shit's slipping through. And it's like, no, get rid of some of them, close your gaps.
They can't even sell DirecTV.
No, and not only that, but like there's
Yeah.
a material that's like all about the directors, but to a fault.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because going back to the no clear vision, because it's like, oh yeah, do what you want. Oh yeah, do what you want. And then they left picking up the pieces, and they're left throwing it at the dartboard and trying to make sense of it.
Right. Like they honestly, and what they need, and this is going to be put out here for everybody. Okay, if you are a nerd, you're a geek, and you are into comics, please get into producing, editing, and the movie studio, because that's what needs to happen.
There needs to be more nerds in the boardroom.
Yes.
Yes.
There needs to be,
That has to be.
because Feige, Favre, they were huge fans of the series that they took over and produced, and look how well they did. What needs to happen is more nerds and more people who are passionate about
Right.
the fandoms get in there.
Right.
I mean, love them or hate them, you need people like Jim Lee in the boardroom. You need people like Jeff Johns in the boardroom.
No.
I'm not saying get like Jeff Johns. I'm saying like that.
I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
So you need more hardcore fans. So, and no, you're right with Jeff Johns, but if you need help with the DC show, you need me and G in there, especially for a Green Lantern. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Because-
it's like if you
Right.
Yeah.
So
you can't have somebody producing Milky Way bars
who's
who's
never
allergic to chocolate.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How the
In a
fuck is
sense.
that
In
gonna
a
work?
sense.
Or somebody who doesn't even like chocolate. Trying
Exactly.
to chocolate.
It's like how are you going to produce something when the person who's producing it or giving
Doesn't
input
like the
doesn't
chocolate.
know anything about the genre, doesn't know anything about the source material, and could give two shits about it.
I saw that the other day, correct?
Yeah,
I
I
saw
saw.
that
I think I saw the Batman one at Walmart.
Cool.
Oh wait, is that a Wonder Woman?
That was Wonder Woman.
What else you got? You got the Batman one?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna find the Batman one because I saw it at
Nice.
Walmart. I'm gonna get you the Batman one next time I go to Walmart.
Aquaman.
Sweet.
Oh
Aquaman.
Aquaman should have been saltwater taffy, but whatever. The fact is, this is what I
Flavored.
got. This is so. Big ups to my wife and everyone
The
that knows
manager.
the manager, because it's like, where else would you find yourself with these many DC chocolate bars?
Yeah.
My
And
local-
it's
my local gas
like,
station has them.
I like, and I'm not gonna say I love Marvel. I like Marvel. I love DC. I live for DC because to me it's more of an escape than Marvel.
For sure.
It's traditionalist, and I
DC
don't think the ownership understands the gold mine that they are sitting on top of.
Mhm.
And that's
Right.
the problem, is the appreciation for your intellectual properties, that you don't understand what you have, as that it's a gold mine and you have the potential to literally destroy Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
Oh
Okay.
my
Okay.
gosh.
You
So-
can destroy Disney with the blink of an eye,
You could.
but yet you're scared because you're
Yeah.
worried about your satellite fucking company.
Right.
Dude, okay, so I got
Okay.
called
You know
the
the
other
thing
day
is, Zach,
about
you know the thing is-
TV. They're like, yeah, so we had a question, and I'm like, I don't have direct TV. Oh, we're sorry, we'll take you off the list. Yeah.
They want us all to get on that Batman plan, yo. They
Okay. So with what we know about Marvel, can we talk about what's next for Phase 4?
let's do it. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
eager.
let's go for
I-
this.
I'm eager.
Okay, so we have this whole like Spider-Man Spider-Verse, Madame Web
Yeah.
trying to go there. Okay, is
I thought
that
that-
going to be
I thought that up.
included
Record.
in Phase 4?
It's got to be.
It has to be.
Because
Madam
it is
Web
part
is
of the
in-
multiverse
Web
kind
is
of
in-
thing, and that's where the TV show and movie is heading to.
It's got to be.
It has to be.
There's no. So. Oh, shit. All right. So when I say "oh shit," this means because it's
I
probably.
know.
It's gonna be-
I know.
it's gonna
You,
be
you
a-
know where I'm going. So they gotta make Spider-Man 3 to coincide with Venom 2, number
Yeah.
1.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna fucking pull that shit off, but it's gonna have to happen something with Madam Web drawing Peter Parker way yonder, hiding whatever the fuck. You're hearing this shit now, but he's gonna run into Venom, and
Yeah, eventually.
he's not gonna help him. He's not gonna help him
No.
with Carnage. He's just gonna show up, or they're gonna mention him. It's just gonna be a quick 5-second Spider-Man in the Venom movie, because they're not gonna do that.
Or you do it in Morbius.
Oh,
Oh,
you got
boy.
Michael Keaton covering Morbius, though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a studio here.
Oh.
Yeah, I
I'm
am.
not thinking. I took off my nerd brain for a second and thought like a studio.
Yeah, but they don't think that way. They
You sure?
think
don't.
like a studio, but they never end up that way. They end up like idiots.
And that'd be an
Yeah.
idiot move. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So fuck. It's Phase 4.
How you doing?
They really shot their load off too soon.
They did.
Because no, seriously. You could have ran with the Thanos thing for 3 phases.
Yeah, easy.
Right.
Could have
And
had Squirrel Girl.
what?
Could have had a Squirrel Girl.
You could
But,
have.
I heard something else. But Shauna, you're a guy to me, so that's why I said what.
talking about Shauna, how you feeling?
Not
Doing
too
all right?
good. Not too good. So I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pop out for the night. But
I hear you.
This
It's all good.
yeah.
Thank you so
but
much.
No problem.
thank you for letting me hang out and chill with you guys. I
For
appreciate
sure.
it, and definitely
sure.
know Thanos should have had a Squirrel Girl.
Should have.
They
Yes.
need a
Had
Squirrel
Squirrel
Girl
Girl.
movie.
But let's face it. If Thanos was with Squirrel Girl, it would have been over in like.
He would have been all about the nuts.
It would have been minutes.
Would have been
Second.
It would have been with the nuts.
Minutes.
Would have been minutes.
What
Would
up,
have been nuts.
Just throw a couple of nuts at him, and it'd be done.
You might have hit
Her
her
and
with
Tippy
the
Toe.
nuts.
Her and Tippy Toe would have taken care of that shit. Nobody would have been needed. It would have been done. It would have been over. And be like, well, that was done.
Right.
Had to bring everybody in it. But anywho.
All right. All right.
So thanks for having me. I will. I'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, man. You're such a
Yeah,
trooper. Thank
nice.
you so much for being with us.
Hope I get to meet you guys again.
I don't know how to do a shape of a squirrel, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll do the heart. We'll do the heart.
I'll do my heart.
Shauna, thank you so much. Have a good night. I hope you
thanks.
recuperate.
Yeah, nice,
Thanks.
Shauna.
I'm gonna go get some rest. Take some heavy meds.
All right.
Please do.
Share some, please.
Share some, please.
We're dealing with DC? Yeah, share some, please.
So,
No.
I know it's a long DC rant.
I'm squirreling away my meds. Play me, okay.
Zing.
With that, I'm gonna go.
God.
All right, bye guys. Love
Bye,
you
Shauna.
all.
Yeah,
All right. Good
nice.
night, baby girl. Bye-bye.
So I know we
Yeah.
were on a long DC rant and basically took up our hour. So what I'm thinking is,
Loved it though.
I loved it too. So do you want to do like we'll plan another time for these fans, and we'll deep dive into Marvel next time? That sound cool?
Hey,
That sounds like a good idea.
it's your
It's
show.
your call, actually.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah,
Whatever you want to do, yes.
I would love to have you guys back on and talk about Marvel.
for sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Bobby,
a lot to talk about.
I am the last person you want to talk about Marvel. Because I'm going to shit over that shit 155%.
But not because he wants to shit on it. Like he
Well,
has legitimate
because
reasons.
I have.
Look,
So-
if you were to get my brother to talk about Marvel, forget about it. He'll have a bigger rant just like Ernie. It may
So
be worse.
Here's
Maybe
the
worse.
But
I
here's the
am-
thing, Zach. We're gonna be tag teaming this shit because I'm on the same page. I'm not a huge Marvel MCU person. I think there's.
Ooh.
I think
I'm a Marvel fan, but the MCU has
Shut the
its,
fuck up.
you know,
Hold on. Let the
issues.
whole talk.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah, that's a whole
Sorry.
other conversation. But what I'm gonna preface it by saying is I think Marvel gets forgiven way too much than they should.
Thank
There's a lot of
you.
holes in the MCU that people ignore.
Thank you.
Yep.
But that's a topic for another day. But what I want to end with saying is I want to plug my stuff, and then I'm gonna have you guys end it at night and plug your stuff. Okay?
Sure.
Sound good?
I'm good. But
Yeah.
All right.
That's a topic.
Right. So here's the thing. I want to first plug. We have a representative in the chat, Nikki, officially unleashed, who's my team. Anytime you see something on social media, anytime you see something on the blog, you see something on YouTube, they're helping me out. They're keeping me sane. So when I get back home from my day job, I don't have too much to worry about. Even though I probably drive Nikki up a wall with like tons of emails I send her every day. But she takes my insanity and makes me sane. So I want to bring them up. If you guys
For sure.
have any need for a team, either you guys or people listening, they're a great team. Contact me anyway, entertainmentnerd2018@gmail.com. I'll hook you up with them, or reach out to me on Twitter or any other social media. I'll get you their contacts. They'll handle your life, man. Also, I want to plug my social media handles. As you're seeing, we're on Twitch. And every time I'm on Twitch, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. They brought up my website, entertainmentnerd.club, in their show, and I want to bring it up on my show because there is a lot there, people. We're working on so much on that website. I'm very, very proud of it. It's a labor of love. And so I definitely would love for you guys to go there and check out the blogs, check out the news drops, and chime in. Let me know your feedback. Let me know what you want to see more on the site. I want to bring up that we are currently working on a store that's going to launch, I think, by the end of the week. So just in time for the holiday season, you can get your nerd on. I've been eyeballing this Star Trek like trooper, like one of those gadgets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I've been eyeballing one of those. We got a ton of other stuff on the site. If you got a question, if it's on the site, it probably is. But we have a person in the chat right now who can answer your questions. Nikki, she's actually the one helping me handle that launch.
That's awesome.
So if you're shopping for a nerdy person in your life, I want to buy your stuff, maybe Batman underwear. I don't know. Check out the store. And now I'm going to hand over to the Nerdy News Happy Hour team and let them end the stream and end the night plugging their socials and what's going on with them. So what's going on, guys?
Holy shit, that's some awesome shit you got.
Yeah, for sure. First of all, thank you so much to Nikki. For real. Like, you got a lot on your plate, but you're handling it. So a lot of power to you.
Word up.
Yep. Go ahead, E.
I second that.
So I like to. Oh, no, you go on. I got two little kids that want to be on cam. Let me see if they. So while you do that, but first off, Paul at Infinite Heroes in Watertown, right? Watertown,
Connecticut. That's right. Yeah.
Yo, he used to work for DC, and if you haven't catched him, watch our episode with Paul. I'm not one that gets starstruck, but seeing someone from DC Comics, which I love DC Comics over Marvel, like he was there. It was like I was starstruck. It was like, do you want to ask me anything? And it was just like I drew a blank. Like literally, I never draw a blank. But he's like, you want to ask me any question? I'm like, you work for DC. I don't know what to ask you. Like
I don't know.
I don't know. And I'm like, yo. But I'm gonna let y'all finish. But hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Long. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You go.
My socials, you can find me on Facebook.com/StoryCrew12, Instagram and Twitter, username of StoryCrew12. Like I said, I'm a diehard nerd. I collect primarily Transformers and pop figures, so those are my areas of interest. I said Transformers.
Way too many.
Yeah, it's more than a chicken stick at, and I have way too many. Half my stuff is scattered everywhere. Everything else is in storage. So there you go.
So in my house too.
I know that I have to pick up eventually. But
yo. But you know what? It's bad to the point of every time I go to Walmart, I check for Transformers now.
Yeah, that's my fault. and the manager hates me for that. But hey, look, that's what I get for it. It's like, hey, look, let's go to a Walmart or Target. I'm like, oh, I already had that. I already pre-ordered that.
Hey, Nikki, are you listening? Do we got Transformers on lock? I mean, we need to cover that. Are we putting that? Maybe like
Transformers. You talk to Long.
Yeah, that's my area of expertise.
We need to get some Transformers stuff up in there.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
For sure.
Oh look, is that Sophia and
Skylar? So quick
shout
out.
I haven't seen them in so long. Oh my goodness.
Say hi, girls.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, girls?
They can't hear you.
They can't hear you.
Oh my goodness.
Let them know.
We get.
Wait, are they twins?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
It's Friday.
All right.
The chat loves you guys.
Bye. Bye.
Say bye. That's Amanda.
We're watching Gravity Falls.
All right, they're watching Gravity Falls. Bye, girls. You'll be down in a bit. I love you. Nerds in my family, and it's important. So I quickly, before I go, I want to say that nerds is a culture that goes beyond the male female genre, and it's important that if you're a male or female role model, you teach your kids that being a nerd is not a bad thing. It starts with my niece, And it's gone all the way down to every little child in my family that I encounter, that being a nerd is not a bad thing. From my daughters to my nieces, and anyone that's watched the show has seen that my daughter did a show with us, and she did an intro for us that we haven't yet to publish, but I got some surprises with that. But it's one of those things that boy or girl, it doesn't matter. It's just that nerds are nerds, and everybody's a nerd, regardless if you're Republican nerd, Democrat nerd, American nerd, Hispanic nerd, Latino nerd, whatever you want. You're a fucking nerd. You belong in this genre, and that's one of the things. And watching
Yeah, you are, Nikki.
Revenge of the Nerds reminded me that it was something that was frowned upon in the 80s. But you know what? That movie, rewatching that movie today, it's kind of like, holy shit, they went through a lot, but nerds actually fucking rule the world now.
Ooh, running the world, man. And
Yeah.
like I mentioned on your guys' show, like, we need to come together now more than ever, especially as nerds.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to where this journey will take us. I'm hoping this is not the first time we're doing this. Hope it's not the last. Hopefully many more to come.
Oh yeah.
And you just gave Nikki some ideas for blogs for my site, so thank you. Apparently.
So
There you go.
don't worry about the socials about me, because I don't got any real
Okay.
relevant socials. Until we get a NerdNewsHappyHour.com, and then I get my Uncle Black domain. Don't worry about it. I'm just Uncle Black. I'm everybody's Uncle Black. America's Uncle Black.
I love it.
Fuck that shit. I'm America's Uncle Black.
Not the Uncle Black we want, but the Uncle Black we need.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
2024. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So I guess I'm last really quick. Obviously you guys can catch us on Nerd News Happy Hour on Twitch. It's Nerd News Happy Hour on Twitter, Nerd News Happy Hour H1. YouTube, Nerd News Happy Hour. You guys can catch us there. And on our personals, Dynamite Kalo for me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And sometimes I'll be streaming games and shit. But most importantly, I just want to get to know you guys. That's it. I just want to get to know you guys and build relationships and build bridges, because that's what it's all about. That's it.
Right.
when one person grows, we all grow, right?
That's right. Together we grow. The
Yeah.
Ivy Brain.
We're going to be one
Yeah.
big nerd transformer. It's going to be great.
There you go.
Yo, hold on. As long as we're not Omega Supreme and Ultra Magnus.
Hey,
There you go.
don't knock it, Magnus.
Fuck Ultra Magnus. Fuck Omega Supreme. I want to be like Bruticus or some shit like that.
Okay, Bruticus, done. Okay,
Not
Military?
even Superion. So what no one knows
Hey,
is I
don't
love
knock Superion.
What
What about
Transformers 2. I just don't
Yeah.
show it. Not as much as Law.
So are you saying,
Yeah.
Nikki, you want to be on screen one of these times?
Yo, I don't mind. You just let me know if it falls in
Yeah.
my schedule. I don't think any of us have a problem. It's
Nah.
we just gotta like, I got a hectic job Monday through Friday. But you let me know and I could schedule for that, and any one of us could join you. Like,
Awesome.
I'm interested in that wrestler you had, because I don't know if you ever heard about the chicken salad recipe.
No, I have not.
So have you watched Something to Wrestle? Have you listened to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard?
I love that podcast.
So first you take the chicken and you chop it up with the walnuts, and you mix it up with the mayonnaise, and
Jerry Jarrett, yeah.
Jerry
Yeah.
Jarrett's chicken salad recipe. Like it's to the point where I got my old supervisor. We got him. I chose to get him a replica world, heavyweight champion belt.
You know.
So it's one of those things that, I'm into wrestling, just not current. But if it's anything old school, like just, you hit me up and, chicken salad, But like we're all, just hit us up and,
Old school watch party, maybe? Me and you, Black?
shit.
Perhaps.
Oh shit! No, you got to throw in Long and his brother for that shit. Like,
God,
1998.
brother. You throwing my brother at a live stream, it's over. It is
No.
over.
You got to
Remember last time?
Oh yeah.
A couple
Wild.
weeks back?
Yep, it was wild.
Yo,
It was
I don't,
wild.
I don't stand responsible for what his brother says, but it's fucking.
Yeah, my
you
brother
want-
will
you want
literally go off the
clickbait?
rails.
You want clickbait? That's right there. Just
There
let
you
it
go.
be on. No, but let me know because like old school wrestling type shit, like I'm into 90s. That we would WrestleMania long. Like there was the whole WrestleMania that I missed. A whole WrestleMania that I missed.
Yo, Mommy Fate said Jimmy Snuka, bro.
Jimmy Snuka.
Yo,
Wow.
no, Mommy Fates, you don't
my
know. I
great
missed the
uncle.
whole
What?
WrestleMania. I
She
missed the
brought
whole
it to
WrestleMania. I
Snuka,
blew
bro.
off my bros for a hoe.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I'm not saying
Only I'm
anything.
allowed to
I'm
say
not
that.
saying anything.
But you know what? We had we had 2 coolers of alcohol for that. So it's Monday night, and I'm like, I'm here. So I showed up Sunday, but it was over. So I'm like, yo, I'll be back tomorrow. And we showed up on a Monday. We drank all the alcohol that there was in 2 coolers worth. That's what we did. That's how we rolled. We drank Monday through Tuesday, took Wednesday off, started. So Thursday through Tuesday basically is how we drank. Wednesday off, and then we resume on Thursday. That's about right. Like, yeah, that's how my house is now. Monday through.
Sure. We're gonna let's plan a ton of stuff. I'm interested in hang out with you guys any chance I can get. This has been fun.
This is
Sure. Oh yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Your platform is great.
Thank you.
this shit.
Absolutely.
It's all right.
Got to represent my heritage, you know.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's nice.
Catcher.
So,
So
a dream catcher. That's really cool, man.
I'm I don't do crap on the weekends, so I'm free every weekend. So
It's excellent.
I drink.
well, there's that. There's that. But
I think the most I'm sorry, I apologize, but I have to say the most awesomest thing is your fans, is the people interacting. Yo, incredible that they just keep coming and just throwing questions and just being a vibe, yo, for real.
Wow, Mickey, am I really that bad? Do you see this crap?
much.
Do you see this crap? Am I really that bad? Keep it.
Are you all in Kansas? Like I'm from.
No, they're all over the place.
Damn.
It's great, dude. It's great. Like keep growing, man.
No, you're not.
This really puts a lot in our minds as a podcast similar to yours. Like we're really like I want to thank you for reaching out. I don't know how many, I'm gonna say 2 months ago, reaching out on Twitch, which we gave up on Twitch because no one was ever watching us. And that was that one night I was like, holy shit, we got a viewer on Twitch reaching out.
Right.
And I'm like, oh shit, like seriously, like nah, we had one we had Kevin the Fish a long time ago, and I'm like, all right, we're 1 week's fine. But then when you came back and we were like, this is legit, he's following. Oh, all right. Yeah, make sure we're on thank you. I really heartfelt. I want to say thank you for continuing to watch us. We haven't been consistent because of COVID, and we're trying to really time something out. So that's why we haven't been as consistent week after week as we have been. But you yourself, thank you. And giving us the opportunity to reach out to your fans, thank you, because we appreciate that. I'm sure our fans appreciate seeing you. And I can hope nothing but the best, because this collab really works great. I'm more than happy to join you anytime. Like, time, you know what I mean. But this has been really, we really got to touch that topic of these of Marvel
For sure.
whether it's and yeah, we got to touch on, and we'll touch base on that, and we'll talk about it. But I definitely want to come back on your show. Yeah, because I'm a poo-poo over Marvel
for sure. Yeah,
yo, because
I definitely watch it.
It's gonna be a hot steaming pile. Not that I didn't shit on DC, but it's an even bigger hot steaming pile for Marvel.
I'm gonna follow that up with a golden shower. So it's going to be a great.
Dude.
Great finish. Let me stop.
Infinity Crusade series in. That's all I'm saying.
But to follow up what you're saying, and on the end note, I'm going to say, like, this. I agree, Jack. This is becoming, your fans, our fans, is starting to mingle, and I love it. And this is becoming a nerdy fan, and that's all I could hope for.
Yeah,
sounds like a good
Absolutely, brother.
So let's talk more off camera and maybe get a schedule going. And I'm looking forward to making this grow and grow and grow. And like I said, become that nerdy transformer that we can be.
Yeah, definitely. And big shout out to Nikki, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Nikki.
Thank you very much.
Ultra Magnus and Omega Supreme.
All right. Knock it off. At least you didn't mention Hot Rod. Who said Hot Rod?
Enough of this circle jerk. Let's end this. Okay. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys' your time. And like I said, we'll talk more off camera. But until next time, people, keep it nerdy. Love y'all.
Good
Drink
night,
up, bitches.
Drink up, bitches.